I think that'll move us on to roll call. Roll call.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We'll start with Chair Bowman.
Present.
Vice Chair Messing. Oh, she's coming online as we speak. I'll come back to her. Councilmember Beininger.
Here.
Councilmember Ritchie. Councilmember Malay.
Present.
Councilmember Perry.
Present.
And Councilmember Morton.
Present.
Going back to Vice Chair Messing, are you present?
Present.
Thank you. Let the record show we have the following staff in attendance. We have Acting City Manager Heather Troutman, City Attorney Daniel Gibbons, Police Chief Brad Richmond, Interim Public Works Director Dennis Fuller, and Clerk Treasurer Stanley Schubert. That concludes the roll call.
All right, thank you. What would we like to do about Kevin's absence this evening?
Move to excuse.
Have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any questions or comments? Not seeing any. All those in favor? All right. All right. Thank you, guys. That is approved. And Hank, I hope you get to feeling better, buddy.
Thanks, Bill.
That. Oh, and now Kevin's in the waiting room. Well, Kevin, we just excused your absence.
Sorry, I was having technical difficulties.
No, it's all right. All right, let the record show Kevin is now here at 5:32. Tonight's agenda approval, I don't think there's any change. You guys don't have anything to change, correct? All right, council, what would you like to do about this evening's agenda?
Move to approve.
Have a motion, do I have a second? Have a second. All right, any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passed unanimously. All right, that'll move us on to, there's no calls or announcements or presentations, council reports. Around the room, nothing. All right, so this last week, we did have a chance to jump on for the steering committee of elected officials for the Housing Authority. And I'll let Ms. Troutman kind of speak to that a little bit more because she talked more than I did.
Thank you very much. Steering Committee of Elected Officials discussed the housing-wide planning policies and reminder, there's a strong approach to this update. Just some of the policies for prior to how we address how our individual our climate impacts are a little bit unique. I have to tell you the third leg in the stool.
Excuse me, Larry. I'm unable to hear Heather at all.
It's on.
I probably got a dozen words, maybe. That's it.
I can't hear either.
It's cutting like in and out.
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
gotta go real close with it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Just in summary, it's a series of actions around GMA planning for the coming future, including how we're progressing on our assessment of how much land we have for housing, the housing numbers that we're going to be getting here shortly in May, and how we deal with climate planning in the future and overarching policies. So these were all topics at the steering committee meeting, likely headed for hearing in March.
All right, and then the only other thing that I had was just a reminder that we were proposing to use REIT one to cover the gap in financing for the fire station build. To have enough to cover the gap for the fire station build and build grant. We propose using the former REIT one allocation from the REIT two and use REIT one for the fire station. So just a FYI on that one. And that falls within the parameters of what REIT one and REIT two could be used for. So, and that was the only thing that Albert wanted me to get to you guys. Other than that, on the staff reports.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We'll start with Ms. Troutman. Do you have any further reports for council?
I have no report this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Gibbons, any report?
No report.
Thank you. Chief Richmond?
Thank you, Stanley. Appreciate it. Mr. Chair and Council, pleased to announce that based on our the engagement from our community and their support of us, we have active office for 2 police officers currently. One's due to start, Asia Henderson is due to start February 17th, and Mr. Officer Will Lohman is due to start February 24th. So we're excited at the opportunity to bring more people on our team that are great people of service. And we'll make sure we have introductions to you and bring them to a council meeting to make sure you get to get yourself acquainted with them. So pleased at opportunity, thankful for our community to do that. And as a result, some of our team's efforts in ridding our community of fentanyl, those 2 drug detection canines are worth their weight in gold, and we appreciate Washington State Department of Corrections and everything they've done. We've had a ton of success getting weapons, drugs off of our and we couldn't do it without our community's help and working with us in those efforts. So again, thanks to our community for everything they've done to support us, because we're trying to show our work and we try to show it through our social media page to show them that their return on investment. So we appreciate their support.
Yeah, we've seen all the Facebook posts and everything else and the responses to it. It's pretty incredible.
Thank you, Mr. Richmond. Mr. Fuller, any report for council? No report, and no report for me. And we'll staff reports.
All right, thank you. Moving us on to the consent agenda. Item A1 is the approval of minutes from January 21st, 2025. Item A2 is approval of minutes from January 27th, 2025. And item B is the 10th Avenue change order number 2. Council, what would we like to do about tonight's consent agenda?
Move to approve.
Have a motion, to have a second? All right. That would have been Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. All right, I have a motion, and a second. Any questions or comments on this? Not seeing any. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passed unanimously. That'll move us on to item C. It'll be the Arts Commission appointment, and floor is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you very much. We've been reporting that we've had a vacancy on the Arts Commission, and we are very happy to include for this evening that we do have an applicant. This is Kimberly Peckrell, who has turned in an application. And we did recently, just as a reminder, in 2024, update the Arts Commission membership requirements to make it more open for participation in the Arts Commission. We are recommending that she is qualified under these new rules, and that the council consider appointing her to fill this vacant Arts Commission seat. And just a reminder, with those general rules, you're a resident or employed within Spokane County, and we eliminated the requirements to have specific expertise. Formerly, you had to be like a graphic designer or an interior decorator or an educator in arts, and so it's much more open for interest or participation in arts as well as county residency.
All right, thank you. Council, what would we like to do about appointing Kimberly DeCruel?
Move to approve?
Have a motion. Do I have a second? Have a second? Thank you, Mr. Ritchie. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passed unanimously. That'll move us on to item D, the Water and Sewage Communication System Modernization. Floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. So this item is for the upgrade of the water and sewer system telemetry and SCADA system. The current system is outdated and unsupported by the software company. So we need this to keep our systems reliable so that we can maintain a good sewer and water system communication system.
Okay. All right, council, what would we like to do about the water and sewer communication system modernization?
Move to approve.
Have a motion. Do I have a second? All right, I got a second. Any questions or comments? Not seeing any. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passed unanimously. That'll move us on to item E, which is the water and communications system, electrical power backup. Again, sir, the floor is yours.
Yes, this is the addition of a emergency backup generator for our telemetry system and public works building. It's necessary to maintain our telemetry system through a power outage. I think there was some questions about utilizing solar power, and I believe that was in Mr. Tripp's report. So we're recommending that we stick to an emergency generator and install that generator for backup power.
Okay, and which one did you decide to go with? Was it natural gas or?
Natural gas.
Okay. Yeah, I always think that that's the best option and most abundant, especially if you guys already have a line there anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you on that. Council, what would we like to do about the water communication system electrical backup generator?
Move to approve.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any questions or comments? Not seeing any. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passed unanimously. That will move us on to item F, which is the water meter reading equipment modernization.
Yes, this item is to upgrade our hardware and software for water meter readings. Some of our software is outdated and isn't supported anymore. It won't function with the new meters, so we're recommending that we upgrade that software and hardware to support the new meters for the water system.
Okay, and this, I know we discussed it previously, but this is all backwards compatible for the equipment that we already use. We're just getting ahead of the game as well for the new meters that are coming in, right?
That's correct.
Okay. All right, council, what would we like to do about the water meter reading equipment modernization?
Move to approve.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Got a second? Any questions or comments? Not seeing any. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passed unanimously. That'll move us on to ordinances. Tonight is the first reading of ordinance C-1069, amending the salaries and positions for 2025. Mr. Schubert, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Council. This is ordinance number C-1069, first reading. An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Airway Heights, Washington, amending ordinance C-1037, setting the position, salaries, and compensation for appointed officers and employees of the city of Airway Heights for 2025 and providing for the effective date thereof. As briefed last week during the study session, there's a few changes to the ordinance. The first one is to add the Public Works Street Lead. This position was promoted last year, but not updated in the ordinance. The second item is adjusting the position title from Grant Administrator to Grants and Community Initiative Director. This is also a promotion. This one is effective as of 1/1/2025. The third item is adjusting the position title from Residential Plan Reviewer to Plans Examiner. That's just a title change. The fourth item is adjusting the position title from Human Resources Specialist to Human Resources Manager. I don't think I've updated this yet. Per Miss Messing mentioned this last week.
About the human manager?
Yep, I'm still correcting this and updating the salary range accordingly. And the fifth item is correcting the clothing allowance language under section 2 of the ordinance to reflect all employees receiving this allowance. And adjusting the allowance amounts from $1,200 to $1,476 for local 270A representative and the respective departments, and then from $1,500 to $1,845 for police and fire department. This is the first reading. This will be brought back for second reading in 2 weeks. So there's no further action to be taken as of now.
Yeah, and there's a couple people, I believe, in the waiting room. Was Kimberly still in there? I thought there was, there's one more in the waiting room. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And then Kimberly, welcome to the council session. I'm just gonna let you know that a minute ago, we have approved your application for considering you and appointed you to the Arts Commission. So congratulations. You can hear me. All right, that'll move us on. First reading, got it. Resolutions, item H, which is resolution 2025-001. We have the sewer rate amendment, and then after that, we have the water rate amendment, 2 separate items. So the floor is all yours, or whoever wants to take this one. Albert's not here, so it has to be you, I guess.
If someone's talking, I'm not hearing anything, just so you're aware.
Oh, yeah. I think I need to push a button here. Sorry about that. So the sewer and water rate amendments are to provide clarification of the basis of those water and sewer rates, basically to describe what an ERU is, and it provides us some flexibility in applying those rates across different customers.
Yeah, we've talked about these rates a few times now.
Yeah.
And luckily enough, they were minor tweaks, and
Yeah.
I think we updated, what was it, just one
Yeah, it's
one little item for yeah, it was basically just on a block.
Yeah.
There was a couple, I think one sentence that we added to it. So just to clarify some stuff. So yeah, we have we'll go ahead and take a motion now for the sewer rate amendment, and then right after that, the water rate amendment. So if I can get a motion for the sewer rate.
Move to approve the sewer rate amendments.
All right, I have a motion, I have a second. Any questions or comments? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passed unanimously. That'll move us on to item I for the water rate amendment. Thank you for briefing that one as well. Council, what would you like to do about the water rate amendment?
Move to approve.
All right, I have a motion. Do I have a second? All right, I have a second. Any questions or comments on that? Not seeing any. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, well, it passes with a vote of 6-1. So thank you all for that. And if there is anything else at this time, we'll go ahead and open the floor for citizens' comment. If there's anybody in attendance online, since we don't have anybody here in the audience who would like to address council at this time, I'd like to open the floor up for 2 to 3 minutes each. And with that, if you could raise your hand, I will call on you. And if not, that is okay as well. Okay. All right. Well, with that, we will go ahead and there's no call for an executive session or anything else this evening. We'll go ahead and call the meeting at 5:52 PM. You're adjourned. Thank you.